What's the matter?
Like you'd give a damn.
Go on, tell me. I can always walk away if I'm bored.
Really? I guess I don't have much left to lose. My wife, Fidelity, disappeared. She just left to go to the market in Tierville, but she never came back. It's been over 2 days. I've been to the army and they've been sympathetic, but that's all. They're all too busy running around looking for some renegade.
Huh, I see. Are you sure she didn't just leave?
What? No, she wouldn't. And she wouldn't leave all her things at home like that. Please, either help me or leave. I can't keep on telling this story.
Look, I'm pretty busy, so I can't promise you anything, but if I hear anything, and I mean anything, I'll make sure to get word to you.
You do that? Thank you. It's far more than I've gotten from the authorities. Here, please take her picture. I pray you'll find her. I don't know what I'd do without her.
I'll be back if I have news. Buddy.
Hey, thanks again for helping me out. Can I do something for you?
I heard you can fill me in on how to get in touch with the Resistance.
Me? That's a pile of shit. Hey, listen, not a safe topic, but you did help me out. They meet back there. I just keep my eyes closed. They think if a patrol comes by, the fights will keep them busy. There's a password. There can be no rest. Comes from their song.
Thanks. I won't forget it.
I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Later. Hey.
Hi, what can I get you?
Can I see what you got in stock?
Hey, where do you think you're going like that?
There can be no rest.
Until they drink of our tears. You may enter.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Forget it.
You want to meet the Resistance? Consider it done. What do you want? I'll warn you right away that if they smell a trap, they'll kill you.
Stop it, Marco. We know who they are. They have no reason to betray us.
Really? Even the Renegade? I bet he could get his place back at the Source if he turned us in.
I doubt it. They know me too well and want me alive. They know I'm not made for the Source.
Roy won't betray you. They want him too. Please, you have to listen.
All right, kid. Talk.
My parents were militia. When I came back from the Abundance camp, ruins were all that was left of their home.
Poor kid. Almost everyone in the militia was killed in a single night. Not many of them got away. And they're with us now.
I don't even know what happened to them. They could have been captured. I don't know. I have to do something. I can't just stand around twiddling my thumbs.
You look sincere, and we need people like you. You, on the other hand, don't count on it. I can't take the risk. The technomancers are too unstable.
Marco, we should maybe talk to the others before deciding. After all, he could be useful to us with everything he can do and all.
Judy, I just tried to talk things over with the others as much as possible, but I said no. This man is dangerous. I don't trust him.
Great. I can understand being paranoid can help in your kind of situation, but you're going a bit far.
Please, Roy, let me try and convince them that you're an honorable man. Just give me some time. What was that?
An explosion, but not one of ours.
That wasn't an explosion. Only a fluid overload can make that kind of noise.
The Technomancers again. We should get out of here. That kind of noise will bring a patrol straight here. Let's go, kid. Now or never.
Roy, sorry. See you soon.
Take it easy, kid. I should go see this explosion close up. What is she doing here? Won't take long for a patrol to show up. I better get her out of the way. There you go. Looks like she's waking up.
Did you really think you could kill my master and get away with it? After running away with your tail between your legs? You thought a weak woman would never come after you, didn't you?
Mary. Like you said, your master didn't give us a choice. You're exhausted and really worked up.
I feel weak. But when I got here, I was full of anger and power. What has happened to me?
You had an overload you couldn't get rid of. Young technomancers are almost never told about things like that. It makes it harder for them to escape. You were alone, and all that power took over. Now you're empty. You should rest.
I feel awful. Like I've been ripped to shreds inside.
The overload was too strong. You need help. I'll go find some medicine so you can recover. Here, take this. It'll prevent any internal bleeding and get you back on your feet.
I should thank you, shouldn't I? If I join you, will you teach me to control the overload?
I could teach you how to do that, yeah. Some people even learn to use the overload without suffering too much from its effects.
Are you going to sleep with me? Sean did.
Why not? You owe me. Especially since, without me, you wouldn't last long before the Source saw you.
If it means I'll survive, then you can do what you want with me. Hello, Roy. Can I do something for you?
Come with me. I'd like to have you with me.
It would be a pleasure. I prefer it when I'm with you. Roy, can I do something for you?
I was wondering... You don't want to change what you're wearing? Your dress is ripped to shreds. Not really, discreet.
This dress reminds me of who I am. It's a testimony of my shredded past. I've lost so much due to my ignorance. Today, I am what I am. A pariah, a renegade hunted by my peers, but also a new woman, free to determine her own conventions, without bonds.
I suppose I can understand that. You're a little lost here. It's your last link to your past life. All right, fine. We'll go on like that. How did you become apprentice to the warden of a prison camp?
It's a long story. I'm sorry. I really don't know you. I'd rather talk about it some other time.
You still don't want to talk to me about your past?
I'm sorry, Roy. I promise that when it feels right, and I've had time to sort it out, I'll tell you my story.
What are the Abundance Technomancers like? Do they have the same status as here?
I don't know much about it. But from what I saw, the people are afraid of them, just like here, even though they'll never be allowed to hold the highest offices. But they're in the army. They're officers. They are not allowed to form cliques or teams. A master is simply allowed an apprentice, nothing more. They're primarily a military unit, for the battlefield, nothing more.
Why did you take the risk of following me? You would have kept your status and rank with Abundance.
I was so angry, livid with rage. Sean had saved and protected me. I wanted to avenge him. Now I see that he was using me. But how was I to know that then, when he was all that I knew? I followed you for one reason, to kill you.
You said he saved you?
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about it. He must have been mistaken.
Come on, Mary. You're not really a normal kind of person.
All right. I suppose I can tell you. I was born here, in Shadowlair. It didn't take long for the Source to find me. I think you had already left. Or I was too young, and you were too old for us to be together.
How did you end up in Abundance in that case?
My master at the time had to go fight, of course, and he wanted to take me with him. The Source wanted to refuse, but he had tremendous influence. I found myself on a battlefield, and I was horribly afraid. I think I panicked, and we were separated.
Go on, I'm listening.
I was so afraid I fell into a trench, Some men from Abundance came towards me. They were laughing. I think they liked the look of me. And then their officer showed up. It was Sean. He seemed really strict. In fact, he was furious with his men. He helped me get up and kept me near him. I know that he had to fight to keep me. That's why he was sent from the front and ended up in Camp 19.
Why not talk to me about it?
I was afraid you'd abandon me to the Source. Of course, there are good masters there, but there are also... Anyway, I often served them when I was very young.
Listen, I'm sorry, Mary. I know some girls are abused, but... Anyway, it's over now. You're free of them. You must have a virtue name. Mary's not your real name, is it?
Right. I was called Mercy, but the name no longer means anything to me. Even if Sean used me, he helped me live again. He stopped me from going insane. He's the one who called me Mary. Just like the rags I'm wearing, I want to keep the name.
I understand. I'm not gonna lecture you about changing your name. Let's get back to my other questions. I want to tell you something else. No, let's go. It's nothing.
Mr. Temperance, I'm Devotion. General Honor Grant sent me. He'd like to talk to you.
Strange kind of invitation, seeing how they're looking for me.
I thought I had observed all the formalities. Please forgive me. If you fear for your life, please understand that the General does not currently wish you any harm.
Now that's a relief. Are you sure you're normal?
I believe so. On the other hand, I am only following the orders I've been given. Given your current situation, I suggest you go to him through the Tyrville Underground.
You sure got the right name, don't you? Devoted and calm as they come. Yeah, all right, I'll go.
And me? Am I invited too?
I think you can come too. We didn't know Mr. Temperance had a companion. That explains why the invitation didn't mention you. Please forgive us.
I think I'd like to go too.
Okay, let's go together then.
All right, for the route, you have to follow my indications. No way I'll let you try another path, okay? We don't want to end up in the marketplace. So, are you ready?
I'll lead the way. Just guide me.
I follow you. Stay on your guard, though. I think I already spotted one bandit while waiting for you. That's past the door in front of us. Get that bastard for me! There, on the far left now.
Hard to believe nobody ever tried to steal that serum.
No one said it never happened.
So tell me the story.
3 years ago, before I took over, the 4 guys in charge of transporting the serum agreed just to leave with the booty. So Charity hired a mercenary, one of the tenacity kind. He never brought back all the serum, but he sure brought back the 4 heads in a disgusting bag. Man, did it stink.
Let's move.
The guy should be somewhere on the floor. Get that bastard on me! Into Charity's account.
Very well. Let me count all this. My, now that's a sum. Here, have the receipt. And my good thoughts to dear Charity.
Thank you. And thank you, Roy. I doubt I would have made it without you. You're a fucking killer. I'll bring the receipt to Charity. I'll see you there, man. Anytime.
All right, later.
Hello again.
You know this woman?
Well, sir, we do see a lot of beautiful women walking by here, but that's not exactly my business. I don't pay attention to them. Maybe you should ask my security guard here. He's more vigilant than I am. That's part of what he's paid for, after all.
Thanks. See you later. Hi. Looks like you work here.
You don't miss a trick, do you? I ensure the security of this merchant right here. What do you want?
In your job, I imagine you keep an eye on everyone passing by. Know this woman?
I see a lot of women passing by. What's so particular with this one, besides a cute face?
She's been particularly missing for 2 days now. Her husband sent me to find her.
Husband? Sad. Saw her, yeah. The day before yesterday, I think. With a guy. I remember because the way she was walking. She seemed like she drunk too much. He was helping her. They went through that alley behind me.
I see. Thanks for the info. The neighborhood's really that dangerous for your merchant to need a security guard for him alone?
The place is not worse than the other, but it still is a shopping district. There's always some petty larceny, and it's not like we can count on the authorities any longer. So the merchants around hire guys like me, because they can afford it.
See you later. That's one ugly cut.
Did you see her face?
Just a quick look. The drool and the red eyes kind of turn me off.
The eyes injected with blood, indeed. Significant amount of very thick saliva on the lips, which are otherwise very dehydrated. Oh, I also noticed that her hands were relatively red, especially for a corpse.
You know this?
All too well, unfortunately. They're the symptoms of EBL, which is also called date rape drug. A lot of it.
Do I want to know why it's called that?
The powder creates a powerful inhibitor in the frontal lobes. The victim loses awareness of their actions and the consequences. They become somewhat anesthetized, completely relaxed, uninhibited.
Uh-huh, and open to every proposal from the first dog in heat to come walking along.
Please, this drug is repugnant. And what makes it worse is that it has no odor, no color, and dissolves easily in any liquid.
In other words, all someone has to do is pour a little in your drink, and before you know it, you're fucked.
My word, I see you understand the principle. That's more than enough.
You think she died of an overdose?
No, I think she was still alive when the killer opened her up. I just hope she wasn't conscious. She must have bled to death. But again, I can't be sure without having properly examined the body.
That's already an interesting lead. Thank you. You seem to know a lot on the subject.
I'm a nurse. But yes, I know the drug. Better than I wish I did. There's not much more to say. I think that's clear enough.
That is. Sorry.
So am I. I knew him, you know. At least, I thought I knew him. I feel so stupid now whenever I think about it. Stupid and dirty. But I'm still here at least, not like those poor girls. The monster killing them all has to be stopped, whatever it takes. And I'm sorry, but have his balls cut off.
How do you get the drug? Not on every street corner, I hope.
From a dealer, of course. Go see my son's dealer. He must know more about it than me.
All right, I'll go find the dealer. That poor woman's body is in bad shape. some bad news.
What? Please tell me. What did you find?
I'm sorry. She's dead. They found her body in an alley near the market.
Fidelity. I knew it really. I just needed to hear it. It wasn't like her to just disappear. How did she die? Please, tell me she didn't suffer.
They drugged her first, EBL, and then killed her. She was unconscious and hopefully didn't feel a thing. She could have even overdosed from the drug.
Murdered? Why? We should have moved out of town when we had the chance. It's my fault. I can't believe it. Can't believe she's gone. The only comfort is that she wasn't conscious. And that's not much.
I'm so sorry.
I can't face seeing her like that now. I need to be alone.
I'm leaving.
Hey, Roy. Lose something?
I found this coin. Can you tell me anything about it?
Apart from the fact it's the work of an amateur, this thing comes from a workshop, that's for sure. But definitely not mine. You're looking for somebody short-sighted with one arm. And if you find him, make sure you break his fingers. Nobody should be allowed to make something this bad.
Thanks. I guess I'll go looking for another workshop. Know any others?
I don't know everything in the city. There's a guy at the edge of the slums, but he's been in the business so long, I'd be amazed if it was his.
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info.
Again. I didn't sell nothing to any kids, I promise.
I hope not, though that's not really my problem anymore. I came to see you for some information.
Okay, I'm listening.
Good. So tell me, Serenity, do you sell EBL?
Sometimes. Just a warning, though. It's real expensive. And don't go asking for no discount. You ain't exactly a repeat customer.
Ouch. You hurt me. Truly. But I'll forgive you if you tell me who you sell it to.
Ha! I got a business to run, dude. I ain't ratting about nobody. Especially about those with that much serum to throw around.
And you know that your business has a lot better chance of surviving today's depression if you give me what I want. Nobody will know where it comes from, so you can keep exploiting the misery in the neighborhood.
Shit, give me a fucking break. All right, but spare me the sob story. I gave it the office. Anyway, first off, you can forget about names. I got no idea. They ain't from around here. They only come here to buy because I'm the only one who's got what they want.
That's something, for starters. Keep going.
All right, so, the first one's quite a weirdo if you ask me. But hey, he pays good and knows what he wants. The guy only buys EBL. He doesn't talk much, but honestly, I prefer it that way. Other than that, he dresses casually, his brown hair, but most of the time you'll see him wearing that stupid hat of his.
Okay, and the other?
All right. The other guy's got dark hair, kind of serious looking, and always dresses real good. Usually he buys some of everything and makes my day. No money issue, that one either.
And if they're not from here, do you know where they come from?
Well, the thing about customers like that is, less you know, better it is for everybody. Especially if somebody gets caught. The second guy came by a few days ago. Took a bit of everything I had, same as always. I kind of picture him somewhere in a place like Tierville, but that's just an impression I got.
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info. I'll let you get back to work.
Yeah, you do that.
You won't escape us this time, scumbag. We know where you're